From the land of bandanas, palm trees, and bad smoke. Chuck Taylors hang above our heads, this the left coast. Bay to LA to Long Beach to West Cove. I'm your tour guide, so hop in and let's go. E40 slang, you gotta know that slick talk. Rag to the left, Dubsy taught me to crip walk. Hit the freeway and got game from Rick Ross. The soil OG, sugar free, Tata Pimp Thoughts. Green weed, black mask, white chalk, and yellow tanks. Dodgers, Raiders, Lakers, and Golden State. Bad bitches, so rock shots, Leafs, and backwoods. Real 92.3, big boys neighborhood. Tattooed bodies, arms, necks, and faces. The brim
West World, your boy Young YC, Young Cal, coming straight at y'all from the legendary BLASTO store. And you know, it's only right, you know. This is LA, so we have LA's favorite grinder right here, the legendary Mr. BLASTO himself.
What it do, everybody? Salute, salute. Reporting live from the BLASTO store. Right here in the city of Arleta. Doing our thing, man. Much love to everybody that's tuned in. And subscribe to the channel. Much love.
Please do. You already know what it is. Thank you for your time, sir. I know,
pleasure, man.
We are always on the same, you know, similar time. You know, you can't stay in one place on a paper chase. So thank you for, you know what I mean, opening the store, you know, and you know, thank you, man, for
man, we made it happen. We're here. We made it happen, and you know, I'm glad I can be part of your show.
As we always do about this time, sir. So yeah, you know, just for those who may not know, you know, viewing right now, can we get into like the inception of Mr. BLASTO himself? Like, what was life growing up for you, and you know, where did you grow up at?
Well, I'm originally from Boyle Heights, out there in the east side of LA. Born, I grew up with a family of 7 brothers and mom. So we later on in life we moved out here to the San Fernando Valley, the same city of Arleta, you know, and we're out here now. And fast forward, now I got my own residence out this way and my own store.
You understand? You know what I mean? And you know, it's a good look. You know, it's a good look, by the way, sir. If I may say so myself.
Appreciate it, man. It's my castle, man. It's just a lot of hard work and a lot of different designs and styles, for sure.
Clearly, it pays off. You know what I mean? And then, you know, when did you realize that you know you had a passion for, you know, fashion and clothing and stuff like that? Like, when did that become a part of your life?
Man, I think when I was like 14 years old, I've always, you know, I've seen other like artists, other people that had their own clothing brand, and that always caught my attention. You know, people repping their own brand. And I told myself, well, you know, one day I'm going to have my own clothing brand, and boom, here we are, you know, 70 designs later.
You understand?
And, you know, a lot of creativity and a lot of moving around and setting goals and smashing on them. And this is where we're at, the BLASTO store now.
Yeah, the spirit of a hustler, man. I see it all around. Yeah, and you know, it's like not only, you know, because people don't only just do, you know, especially when it comes to branding, they usually don't do clothing, and you're definitely understood that because, you know, you put your name on what, hats, sweatshirts, and even the Michelada, if we can right here just for 1 second, you know. You know, it's a different, you know, for those who, you know, like to indulge, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, what is your passion and, you know, your dedication, like, what keeps you going, like, as a hustler? Like,
man, I think just paper chasing, you know?
Yeah.
I don't like that feeling of being broke, man, so we got to get up and start moving around and finding a way to keep building and leveling up and doing bigger and better things, man. I think, you know, I've branched it out from the Michelada mix to the BLASTO shine, from skateboards to t-shirts, hoodies, and yeah, man, just pushing my own product. And that's what I like to do, man, you know. Some people got it in them and some people don't.
That part, you know what I mean? And you know, you can't fake the hustle, you know what I mean? You can't pretend that at all. But you know what, and I know that because, you know, like as I said earlier, you know, you and I, like, we move very similar, you know what I mean? That's why you and I were always, you know, running into each other at the different events, you know what I mean? And all that, and that's how, you know, we became to know each other. But like, do you remember? Because I know there's a few of them that I specifically, you know, stand out to me. Like, where are some of like your personal favorite events that you've attended that you're always hustling at? You know what I mean?
My favorites, man. I think anywhere I can go and get it, bro. But you know what? Shout out to the lowrider community. Shout out to the hip hop event community, man. You know, I've been to dog shows. I've been to shoe conventions. I've been backstage with Nipsey Hussle, grinding, bro, and I know anywhere they open the door at and let me get my paper and do my thing is always a blessing, bro.
Yeah, I know. Like the Happiness of Pursuit was one of my personal favorites.
Oh
you
yes,
and I
yes,
met each other there.
yes, out in the city of Ontario.
Yep. And then we did Adelanto with the Burning Trees. You know what I mean?
Right.
And, you know, so like a lot of these, you know, like I'm always happy to see, you know what I mean? But then at the same time, it's like good. I'm never surprised, you know what I mean? Like
always crossing
we know
paths,
why we're here. Yeah.
And running into each other and saluting each other.
And then we always did. And then we tend to also know a lot of the same people. One of them being, you know, the legendary Big Boy.
Oh yes, you know Big Boy, my partner
Salute
Big Boy,
to the
man.
voice of Los Angeles.
Yes, man. We actually did a collaboration with it, you know.
That's what I was about to say.
You know, did a collab and you know, definitely turned the brand up, you know, a notch. And shout out to Big Boy for giving me that opportunity, man.
Yeah, how did that collaboration even come along, may I ask?
Man, it just came along of years of, you know, knowing each other, you know, and slapping hands and mutual respect, man. And we just locked it in and you know.
That's what I always love about Big is like when he sees somebody out there putting in the work for themselves, he definitely has no problem working with them or collaborating with them. He's always, you know, one of the LA's, you know, biggest supporters as well as, you know, the voice of Los Angeles as well.
Yes, one of the biggest inspirations out there, man. And, you know, to have that collab with him is definitely a blessing, you know. So we made it happen. We ran 180 pieces on it, man, and you're rocking one of them.
Oh, yeah. I got a couple of them, actually, you know.
Okay.
I'll probably leave with a few more after this.
That's right.
But yeah, one of the things that actually I remember, and it stood out to me, you know, because, you know, Big always, you know, he likes to draw, you know, attention to certain matters, especially that go on, you know, in the City of Angels. And you know what, for anyone who's ever been a brand themselves or a hustler, as a matter of fact, I had this conversation with the legendary Mr. Fab as well. Okay. You know, when he opened his shop as well, he went through the same thing. And if you don't mind, you know, I know I remember a while back somebody, you know, took it upon themselves, you know, to come and disrespect the shop. They had broken into it. And, you know, it happens, you know.
They see stuff like that. They see you doing good, and someone always wants to knock you off your hustle, man. You know, but you know, for me, stuff like that just makes me go harder and stronger, and just, you know, on beast mode and stuff like that. You know, I was open a week later, man. You know, just the way that they did it, they broke in through the wall outside, broke in through the drywall, and you know, they loaded up a U-Haul and they took my shit. But you know.
I, you know, remember, you know, Big saying it himself, and he's like, you know what, and I know this, you know, about you just as Big does, you know, he's like, and you know what's so messed up is like the stuff that they took, you're the type of person that would just give it to them if they really needed it too, you know what I mean? You're like, your heart is built like that, you know, and I've always respected you, you know, for that, you know, and I'm, you know, like I said, the same thing happened to Mr. Fab out in Oakland, and I asked him the same question. I'm like, how do you guys like pick up and keep going after that, you know what I mean? Like, how do you guys like find it within yourself to rebuild in such a manner, you know, after something like this happens?
Right. Well, first of all, it's only materialistic thing, you know. You can always rebuild stuff like that when stuff does happen. It sucks, but you know, good thing, you know, I got a strong heart and a good will to keep going, man, you know, because a lot of people are just like, oh, close down the shop, move location. Nah, man, we stay where foundation is at, and we keep building, and we build it a little bit stronger outside, I'll tell you that, but that's what it's, you know, we're still here, and, you know, and it's a blessing to have everybody still come in and support the store, so.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, just as, you know, just for those out there who are in, you know what? No, I'm not even gonna do. You know what? I'm about cut out the BS. You know, like I am actually looking forward to starting my own, you know, clothing brand at some point in time. What advice would you give to somebody, you know, who out there or just, you know, right here actually that has the same passion and the same, you know what I mean, the same goals? Like, what would you get advice could you give?
Just get on it, man. You don't have to start big. You can just start with a couple of items, you know, a couple pieces, and just keep switching up the artwork, keep switching up the designs, because then along the way you'll find different people that like different ideas and that you like, you know what I'm saying? So it's not only one, you give people variety of merchandise, so that's always a good start.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, you know, I'll keep that in mind. I'm hoping, you know, maybe you and I can collaborate in the future as well.
Man,
you know?
anything's possible,
You know.
brother. You know.
Yes, and you know, this is always obviously this was one of my personal favorite designs. You know, of all time. You know, when especially when because it's you win big.
Yeah.
Two of my personal favorites from the city. Do you have a personal favorite design that stands out to you like over the years? That's like your go-to. That's like, or even most requested for that matter.
You know what? I mean, to be honest, I love all the shirts that I do, but I would go with the. It's not up on the rack right now. It's the BLASTO Tech 9 edition. It's it's one with the outline and it's a pretty cool design. I still get people ask me for it. Very simple, but it's very catchy. You know, that's one of my favorite ones. And I had that BLASTO ski mask, the one
the ski mask
asked me about.
I may need that one too. Yeah,
you can.
It's the same design right here on the ski mask.
Yes,
yeah, that one right
BLASTO.
there on the T-shirt. Yeah.
Yeah, man. So these are pretty cool. A guy just bought one of these and went to Big Bear and he shot some promo on the snowboards on it. And it was really cool. It's a dope look. So yeah, man. This is all we got going on. But just working hard and just switching style, different. We got the old English letters. Yeah. We got the Tiger style. We got
the Funko Pop. That's one of my favorites.
We got the BLASTO Bomb ones also too. Got the Don't Thank Me, Pay Me. Yeah, the West Coast definitely. We got a lot of designs, man. Yeah. A lot of designs.
And I know to keep this type of consistency, I know you've always been a chess player, you know what I mean? Could we have a, sneak peek or, secret as to, what the future holds for BLASTO himself?
Man, you know what? Just a lot more consistency. The summer's coming up, a lot more shows.
Possible, yeah.
We're gonna be on the grind heavier,
It's gonna be a hot summer.
A lot bigger shows, Of course, I've rocked some big shows, but a lot more traveling also. Like I was saying, just got invited to another show out of state, so it just give it a try at different places, man, and we'll see where the Lord takes us.
Hey, just so y'all know, if y'all are ever at an event and you see BLASTO, just know that that's it. No, it's official. If he's outside and you see him out there hustling, you see him with the with this big character, with the big smile. Just know that that's an official LA event going down.
That's definitely. Everybody like, where you at? Every time they see me posted, where's the location at?
Yep.
And I'm blessed. Any city that I go, people reach out and and they want to meet up with me and buy some products and it's a good feeling, man. I worked hard for moments like that and beyond blessed, man. So shout out to all my supporters that support the hustle out there, man.
Yes, and I'll just in closing, I just want to tell you, BLASTO, you're definitely one of these people that have been out here, especially in our soil, of LA, who's made the coast very proud. Anybody out here on the West, you know what I mean?
Thank you,
every time that they know you, they've all said that, you know what I mean? You definitely make us proud. You give us a good look all the time, represented by example, a true hustler, but what may I ask in closing, what about the West Coast are you the proudest of?
I'm proud of the West Coast, man. Just sunshine, lowriders, and palm trees.
That's probably one of the best answers that I've ever received.
I love the West Coast. The music's fire too, man. I bump a lot of West Coast music, a lot of old school '90s music too. I know you're a fan of that too. I'm sure. Yeah. And it's just, I'm proud of the West Coast. Keep putting it down and just, it's so much to do out here in Cali, man.
That part. And the West Coast is proud of you as well. If y'all are out here in the city of Arleta, pull up to the BLASTO store. Make sure y'all grab y'all merchandise right now. Y'all understand? Y'all out here, you've definitely given us something to be proud of.
Yeah,
so
man.
I definitely want to tell you, BLASTO, man, thank you for your time, sir.
It's all love, man.
Keep grinding, and we're gonna definitely be out here, run into each other continuously as we go out. You know what I mean? Making these moves and getting this money. So
that's right.
Just like that, it's BLASTO, West Coast. Salute,
man. Salute to everybody. Let me give a quick shout out to everybody that's tuned in.
Talk to them.
Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share with your friends this dope podcast, man. Much love to all my supporters. Shout out to my boy YBWC and everybody that supports the BLASTO movement. Much love to everybody.
West, and we out.
From the land of bandanas, palm trees, and bad smoke. Chuck Taylors hang above our heads, this the left coast. Bay to LA to Long Beach to West Cove. I'm your tour guide, so hop in and let's go. E40 slang, you gotta know that slick talk. Rag to the left, Dubsy taught me to crip walk. Hit the freeway and got game from Rick Ross.